And coming to you from the Santos Manuel Student Union Bay on the campus of California State University, San Bernardino, Quiznos Subs presents Lunchtime Live. For the next hour, you're going to hear some phenomenal music from one of San Bernardino County's greatest local bands. Today, in front of a live audience, we are pleased to be joined by 100 Proof from Redlands, California. And now, without further ado, here is your host from Coyote Radio, Jacob Justus.
Hello. Yes, hello. Glad you guys could all make it out today, band included. I hope you guys are having a lovely Thursday. Beautiful outside. Maybe a little hot for me, but we're going to rock out in here. It's going to be a sweaty mess by the time we're done. I hope you guys are prepared for that. Brought a change of clothes, packed a lunch, that kind of thing. So we got 100 Proof, like Lacey said, and they're going to play a few songs for us. We're going to talk to them today, find out who they are, what they're all about, you know, if they go see their grandma often enough. You know, these kinds of dirty skeletons are all going to come out in the next hour or so. Why don't we go down the line here? If you guys could all just introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about each one of you.
All right, I'm Jimmy, and I play the keyboards, and I also MC on some of the songs. And that's pretty much what I do, just rock out on stage and act like an animal. That's what I'm best at.
Nice.
My name is Mike B. Minor, and I play rhythm guitar. That's about it.
Mike's high energy.
My name's Eric. I sing in the band, I play guitar, and I visit my grandma almost every day.
Nice. Nice.
Jay Boogie, featured MC with 100 Proof.
Very good.
I do the light work while these guys do all the hard work.
Right on.
My name is Mike, the other Mike in the band. I am the drummer and the back vocal. I do all the heavy lifting.
Okay.
I'm Jules, and I'm the bass player in security.
Security. Look out. Yeah, if you guys get too crazy, we're going to send them down to take care of you guys. It's about to happen. So anyway, like Lacey said, you guys are from Redlands. You guys all live in that area? You kind of meet up out there?
Yeah.
Kind of for the most part. We're all from Redlands area. You know, a couple of us live in Highland, San Bernardino, but you know, we rehearse in Redlands, Highland area.
Very good.
That's where we do a lot of our shows, is Inland Empire area.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, I've been to a few shows. I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths before. I think I actually saw you guys play about 4 or 5 months ago. And we're happy to have you guys here for sure. Redlands is the spot. You know, they got some cozy little places down there where you can go check out music. For all you people who don't know, get out there, check it out. We are quickly going to hear a song, I think, at this point. And this song is I Am, and this is featuring Jay here.
Yeah.
Here it comes. So without further ado, this is 100 Proof, I Am.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Great.
Right. Everybody ready to have fun?
Yeah.
We're going to try to make that happen for you. All right, this song is called I Am. It's about everything you go through, the good and the bad, makes you who you are today. So you push me, the enemies push me, family push me, and my friends push me.
And you push back.
A little. Yeah! Give us a second of your time. Just a second of your time. Just a second. The soldiers march for the way to the golden arms. You should look away when it's marked. Slate through snow, liquidate through dark. Up early in the AM when the mayhem starts. It's back to this playing, overlaying the heart. Rap cats not obeying, not playing their part. When the game's like a layup, it's playing the part. These unlucky guppies in the waves with the shark. Digest what I'm saying, let it weigh on your heart. Chit chatter, never ran to climb the ladder up the charts. A hit plan, the hitman, viewing all the marks. Fall for it all, fall apart. Heard a little voice say, no time to play, Jay. Live for the channel for forever. Entertain with the bright lights, baby. And everything between that may be all I am.
That was exactly what I needed at this hour of the day, I tell you what.
Oh yeah, little wake up right there, huh?
It was good stuff. 100 proof. We're glad for you guys to all be here for sure. Now, the name 100 proof. Let's talk about that. 100 proof. This is like maybe kind of a name that we're all familiar with, a context perhaps that we're all familiar with. But I'd like you guys to elaborate a little bit on how you came up with that name and why it stuck.
Well, you talk to those guys over there.
Well, we've been together, a lot of us have been together before making music for a while, and we were doing things, it was kind of like a mixture of hip-hop with hip-hop based beats and just putting melodies on top of that, and when we started really making this thing official, we got Julian in the band, and the rest of us were already kind of falling in place. Gerald had called me one night and said, "What's up, dude, why don't we just name the band 100 Proof?"
There it is.
Yeah, that's probably, it's not, I wish it was more interesting than that, but
No.
That's where the name came from. To us it stands for keeping it as real as possible. Being true to
sure.
yourself and true to everyone else that's involved with us.
For sure. Well, yeah, you guys definitely have a cool sound. It's, for me, it takes me back to the days, high school and junior high, listening to the Beastie Boys, talking out about the man, like you knew anything about it in 7th grade. But, you rocked the t-shirt, you were cool. So, 100 proof, I wonder, aside from what you had said here, you guys have been playing for a little while now. I've seen you guys around for a couple of years, but how long have you actually been doing this thing as a group, sort of in the orientation you've got?
Well, as far as the shows, it's been last July. Last July was our first actual show up in Kaipa.
Mhm.
And so it's been roughly over a year and a few months. And it was a slow start at first, but once we got the hang of it, we just started booking shows and got our name out there pretty fast.
For sure. Yeah, the Redlands scene is growing. I think I've seen you guys play in Riverside. I think that was the first show that I saw you in.
Mission Tobacco Lounge.
Maybe that was probably it. What are your guys' favorite venues to play? What are some of the coolest spots that you've been to so far?
Mine was the Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood, man.
Whiskey.
There you go.
All the way.
There you go.
We played at the House of Blues. That was a good place to be.
Which one, Diego or?
No, down in Hollywood.
Oh, very good. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What gets the juices flowing for you guys creatively? What does it take for you to, during the inception of a new song? The lyrics and stuff like that are suggestive perhaps, but I'll let you guys sort of fill in the blanks.
Well, sometimes it could be just, with the intention of making a song, or other times it could be just riding in the car, hearing a little melody and take off from there. Call Eric, hey, I got this, or he calls me, he has this, he's made a hot one, and there it is. It's like there's no set formula to it. It's organized confusion.
Yeah, it's been a combination of things because Jules, the bass player, comes up with a lot of random bass lines, and if we're not actually hanging out with each other, he'll email me his bass lines. Same with Eric, the guitarist lead singer. He just comes up with riffs and stuff like that, and we also do it just by freestyling. When we're doing our rehearsal, we just freestyle stuff, and it just kind of comes out naturally.
That's cool. Yeah, I think that spontaneity in the process is something that you need to have. I know that having a cookie cutter pattern, that just doesn't work. It sounds too obvious, when you hear the music and stuff. So as you guys will see, audience out there, as you will see, these guys definitely bring it. They have a really eclectic style, kind of all over the place, which is really cool and representative of, the scene here in the Inland Empire. You kind of get a little taste of everything. So I think it's really cool that you guys have blended it and brought this sort of like hip hop rock kind of fusion, together. So Jay, how often are you with the group? Are you just here today or on a couple of select tracks? Or?
Well, currently we're in the works of trying to get a deal.
Getting a deal.
I'm a feature artist, but it's like 100 Proof movement. This is the band, 100 Proof the band.
For sure.
I feature on a lot of songs. So
For
no
sure.
matter what happens, if I do shows, they do shows, what happens, we'll still be there.
So you guys got a new album in the works, something coming soon, a hot press?
We do. We've been working on a lot of recording lately with our producer Martin X. Got some things cooking with his label right now. They're located here in San Bernardino also. And really just trying to put together the best album we can for our fans to be able to listen to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally understand that you don't want to rush the process. I know that I know that can definitely be a factor, though. You know, you don't want to work on it for too long, so there's always that line. So we'll definitely be looking for that coming very soon. Who's your audience? Who would you say is your audience? Who shows up to shows? I mean, obviously there are a lot of ladies here. We got some guys too.
We got some guys right here.
There we go. That's the audience.
We were talking about this earlier, and we don't have a specific audience. At a lot of our shows, it's been a mixture of people of different ages, different styles and stuff like that. We weren't sure exactly who was going to like our music, but everyone somehow just kind of jumped onto the whole 100 Proof style and stuff like that. And
For sure.
you know, I think a lot of people really like our live performance and stuff like that. We're able to get on a pretty big stage and rock out and do our thing. So besides the music being pretty good, everyone's liking it.
For sure.
Yeah, they've also been
So
enjoying our live performance and stuff like that. So I don't know, who would you guys say is our audience?
Well, I think we've also gained a lot of friends and fans through gigging with other bands.
For sure.
We'll go on a night and play with 2 or 3 other bands and end up having new friends come up and say, we really liked your music. And so
Yeah, no doubt.
they end up following
some
us.
tight-knit communities out there, Redlands, Riverside, and stuff like that. Well, we're going to take a real quick break. Here's some words from our sponsors. Keep the lights running, as they say. We'll be back shortly with more from 100 Proof here live at the Santos Manuel Student Union here on the campus of Cal State San Bernardino.
Justus.
Hello, thanks Lacey for bringing us back in there. Appreciate that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely hungry for Mexican food now. You know, we got to work that out with these sponsors. You know, we got to work that. I'm hungry. We need burritos. So we're talking with the band 100 Proof. Guys are out of Redlands, and we were talking a little bit about your influence, sort of your audience, trying to build the picture here. You know, paint the picture, as they say. Sort of what you guys do, how you work as a band. You guys have a lot of people in the band, so having that many people, I can imagine that it can be tough at times, right? I mean, working with people's work schedules or school schedules and what have you. What is it that it takes for you? What does it take for you guys to be organized? Is there someone who's kind of like the guy who's just like calling everybody? He's pointing at you, so he's.
Yeah. Well, I call them, they say I bug them is more like it.
Right.
I'm kind of annoying, but yeah, I just, just kind of make the phone calls, make sure everybody's on the same page, and that's pretty much it. Everyone in the band knows what we're doing and what's going on. I just call like as a reminder and stuff like that, and just try to correspond and stuff with the show back to the guys, but everyone's involved with everything that's going on, so.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are pretty well put together in that regard. You know, you guys seem to do pretty well in that regard. What are, we were talking about some of the venues and some of the, togetherness in the community, as it were, out there in Redlands, Riverside, talking to other bands. What are some of the other bands that you guys have hooked up with and played shows with and that kind of thing?
Postmodern is a band we play with quite often. They're another local band.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
They're a good group of people. They write excellent music, Inhale, we just got to play with Inhale. They're another really big local band.
Yeah, out of Riverside.
Really cool guys. You guys got some other bands together?
It's hard because a lot of bands that we've played with, they're no longer in existence. So
Right.
And that right there is just proof, of how hard it is to keep, a group of guys together.
So they fizzled, but here you are, right? So climbing the mountain, man, climbing the mountain. You know what I mean? You guys are you're gonna make it. You just gotta stick with the regiment here. You guys have a good thing going, and definitely getting out there, putting your name out there, doing this kind of stuff. You guys would be fine. So the venues, coolest or most fun venues. I know we mentioned the whiskey. Now I don't know if everyone has been to the whiskey or not. The whole like LA downtown drag and whatnot. It's pretty cool. But locally here, you guys definitely got to make sure when we leave, get out and see these guys, and we'll try to give you guys a little minute here to maybe plug up the next show that you got coming and that sort of thing. How do you guys typically prepare for shows? What do you do to get psyched up, get amped before you go out on stage? Push-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, mixed cardio.
Yoga.
For sure, they got the yoga.
It's not really a set formula. I mean, I think one thing that gets a lot of us pumped up is that when it comes to shows, a lot of us aren't very punctual. So it tends to pump everyone else up while they're sitting there waiting for someone to show up.
Gotcha.
That's a good way for us to get our blood going and our adrenaline.
We're not gonna mention any names or anything. Though.
Right. That organizational schema is getting weaker by the minute. Just.
That's it. I mean, just the fact that we get to play music alone is enough to get us pumped up,
Yeah, we're pretty pumped up all day, with that. Come morning, we're ready to go play at night. We can't wait to get there, get
For
going.
sure. I know. I want to give you guys. We wish we had a little more room on stage here because I can see you guys all want to move around. We're a little constrained here, But maybe you can break a guitar over someone's head before the day is out. We can.
I feel like I'm performing inside of the In-N-Out Burger right now, like all crazy.
I know, right?
There's like a double being made behind me or something.
We know how to run in place, right?
Yeah, exactly. The Running Man, bringing it back in a big way. What makes you guys stand out amongst other groups in the scene right now who are doing similar things? As I mentioned, you guys have this sort of cross genre that I think is a boost for you guys, is a leg up. But what do you think makes you unique?
I think it's the mixture of the music, or sound of rock and hip hop, and having Jay, the feature artist, in here. It just kind of throws everybody for a wrench because some of our songs start off rock, and then we have the hip hop lyrics on it. Of course, all the guys being talented as they are in the band. But a lot of the shows, when we were first trying to book some shows, we were booking shows with bands, and I think they were a little standoffish at first because their music was basically just rock or alternative or slow rock, and
Right.
ours is a mix. And I think some people weren't sure where we fit in at. I don't think we were sure at first where we fit in at, but we just go on stage and play, and we've had a great response, and everybody's responded to it very well. So.
Yeah.
I think the music, for the most part, just the mix of the two genres.
Absolutely. I was going to ask this question, and I'm not sure. I think that I've seen you guys in IE Weekly. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been Band of the Week. They mention us quite often in there. We play shows all the time. We're a constant big gigging band, so.
For sure. Yeah. Have you guys won any awards at this point in your career? Working on it.
Not yet. No.
No, we haven't. We get a lot of great recognition though from the Press Enterprise newspaper. One of the writers in there does a lot of write-ups on us, and we appreciate them helping us out in that perspective, and the eye guide and stuff like that. So you might see us in there maybe once a month or something with that.
Right.
Here's some pictures in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. Well, I'm going to ask you guys to play another song. I understand this song is called Stronger.
Yes.
And here we go. This is 100 Proof coming at you.
All right, guys. This next song is called Stronger.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Taste of something a little bit different there. Every time I think I get you guys figured out, like I said, I don't know what's going on. It's some kind of mixture. It's like this Linkin Park meets kind of the Beastie Boys meets, I don't even know.
We don't even know what's going on, to be honest with you.
I don't really know. All I know is I'm digging it. You know, when you're knocking the head, you're feeling it. You guys feeling it out there? You're feeling it a little bit? I know it. So we were just talking, you know, I was asking you guys some about your exposure and stuff like that, and media and this kind of thing. But more importantly, I guess the angle that I had there, because there's always an angle, right? The angle that I had there was to kind of get at whether you guys ever play at like community sponsored events, charitable events, and things like that. Is this something that you guys are doing?
Actually, these two guys have something lined up each that they both want to talk about it real quick that we have coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the 29th, we're doing something for
Mike, too.
we're going to be playing a show at the Wizard Lodge near
Right.
and it's going to be, she was struck with some kind of rare disease, and nobody really figured out what to do. The family is in dire straits right now, so we're doing what we can to help them bring people in, with their issues.
For sure.
This is a family minded, this is something I can do that can help, and I asked my best player, they said yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, we'll definitely try to get some more information from you guys on that. I kind of on the side have been asked by a group, a patient organized group of cancer survivors at Loma Linda that are looking for bands and stuff. So maybe I can put you guys on that later. You know, it'd be something good to do. I think, you know, go jam for them. Well, that's radical. We'll definitely talk about it. What was your experience?
We've been looking for a place to, a group to work with for about 6 months now. And in part, the band's working with a bike run on the November 6th. It's a Sheila Johnston cancer ride. And the band's donating music and T-shirts to that cause because some of us are out of town. And then we just picked up the other gig for the 29th. And we've also discussed doing things with like supporting the troops and such also. So we're driving toward that also.
For sure.
The diseases like that affect all of us, and we would just be, just ignorant to not realize the fact that we would just. I think it makes us better men to participate in something like this.
I feel you.
Better human beings to
I think so too. Yeah.
participate.
That sense of community is important. Yeah.
As much help as possible, Mike.
Yeah, there's the sense of community is sort of lacking these days. You know what I mean? People don't know their neighbors, and I don't want to get all philosophical or mystical on you, but I think it's healthy though to have this outlook. You know what I mean? That it's not just this egocentric world we live in, where you're concerned with your next fast food meal and going home to watch some dumb TV show. So anyway, it's cool, it's good, it's glad. So I'm a little closer with you guys now. We're a little more friendly now. We could hang out. I wonder, what are your greatest sources of inspiration? I mean, we talk about creativity and how that process is sparked, but what do you do to feel inspired every day outside of the band, in your personal lives and your daily grind? What is it that keeps you guys motivated? And not only to do this, but to, the other ventures you're involved in life?
For me, something that helps with me, especially with the writing lyrics and everything, I've gone through a lot of personal struggles growing up. And about 4 years ago, I was able to overcome those struggles. So, and every single day, part of that, it takes place with me. And there's something that I do or go through every day that channels some kind of energy that makes me want to write it down or pick up my guitar or turn on a beat machine, something.
For sure.
For me, that's something that gets me through is my everyday struggle that I go through.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean. There's got to be something that keeps you motivated. Life sucks sometimes, right? It's not always, roses. So sorry to get all deep with you guys. We're gonna take it down a level now, and someone's gonna cry before we're done here. So yeah, that's right. That's right. Let me pick your brain. But have you noticed since you guys formed the band that your sound has evolved or changed? Jay may or may not have always been here, but how have you guys changed over the last year since you've put this together?
Actually, it's kind of the opposite of what you
Oh,
I was more involved in these initial stages. Recently, these guys have been doing a lot more developing on their own,
for sure.
which is some of the songs you hear today, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's cool too, having your individual artistic outlets, because it may not always get filtered into the band, but, at least you're pursuing those things individually. That's what's
When
up.
we first started, we had a lot of electronically driven beats, you know what I mean? A lot of things made with hip-hop beats, beat machines and whatnot.
Right.
So it was kind of everybody just taking that piece of music already and refiltering it through him through his drums, Julian through his bass, and Mike on his guitar. And
For sure.
The way things have changed now is now we all sit together and create the sound we want. We all have a say in it,
Do you guys always play like a regimented set, or is there room for improvisation?
Always room for
Always.
Very good. Yeah, that's definitely what's up. If the band, if the audience is feeling it, you're obligated at that point to keep the beat flowing.
As a matter of fact, the set just changes every show.
It does. It does.
We think ahead, okay, what is this audience, what is this, what is this band,
For sure.
respond to it, and all that themselves too.
Very good. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in just moments with more from 100 Proof. This is Lunchtime Live.
All right, and if you're an artist or a band, or if you know of an artist or a band that we should be playing on Coyote Radio or featuring on Lunchtime Live, get back to us. Write to us at CR Music, that's the letters CR, and then music at csusb.edu. This is Lunchtime Live. More with the band 100 Proof in just a moment. And welcome back. Once again, coming to you from the campus of California State University, San Bernardino, Quiznos Subs presents Lunchtime Live. Today we are joined in front of a packed house by the band 100 Proof. So let's get back to the band and to your host, Jacob Justus.
That's me all day today. All day, I'll be Jacob Justus. Tomorrow, nobody knows. I wanted to, get back into the flow here, talking about you guys and your sort of community involvement and this kind of thing. I think is really cool. I think it's something that any band coming up today should be doing, not only for shameless self-promotion, because you can put that on the list of accolades and things like that, which looks good, but because it's the right thing to do. So anyhow. What kind of advice do you guys have for those groups who are like yourselves? They're up and coming, and they're trying to make something happen. They're playing and sweating it out, fighting it out in their mom's garage and that kind of thing. Brutal summers here in the IE. Tell you what, it's no fun. But what kind of advice do you guys have for bands like that? To get to where you're at right now.
I think they need to be able to take constructive criticism from other band members. Because sometimes there's something I'm not doing that's right or doesn't sound right, and I think it does. And unless one of these guys let me know, I'm going to continue to play that. And so I think that's one of the things, just have an understanding and an open mind when, one of your buddies is saying, hey, I don't know about that idea, or maybe, this idea will work better. That's one of the things.
I think that is one of our strongest points as a band, and why we haven't all killed each other yet in the garage.
Right.
Because we're able to sit in a very organized circle and hash everything out. I mean, when we have a show on the weekend, the following week we have a band meeting of the meeting.
For sure.
So we can discuss any kind of mistakes, what can we make better about the show. I mean, everything down to what people are wearing. I mean, we're very, very hard on ourselves. And you have to be able to take that.
yeah, egos get in the way too often, so it's cool when everyone can kind of just be humbled and open to what it takes for the group, as an entity to make it all happen. I don't know. There's always kind of a diva though. There's always somebody who's who's constantly got some little picadillo. But I'm sure you guys are able to silence that, right? But
Yeah, we take turns.
yeah, right. Yeah, punch him now. No, you punch him. But at shows, when you guys are jamming out, and things happen. We've had sort of minor calamities here doing our filming and stuff, but you guys seem like you probably roll with things pretty well. You probably rebound from that. But I was going to ask you, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened at a show or that you've ever done at a show?
Mistake-wise, the craziest thing was at the Whiskey, the last song, when we went to play that last song, my brother's keyboards did not work, and it's like the entire song's written around the keyboards.
Right.
And so Jimmy's remaining calm, and we're all kind of yelling at him, like, dude, what's wrong with your keyboards? And
Right.
And I don't know. So I think that was one of the biggest mistakes there.
Kind of brutal.
We almost wrestled on stage. There's going to be a wrestling match on stage.
Nice.
It would have made for good entertainment, though. So.
Is it right? Two of you guys are brothers? Is that right?
Yeah.
Two of you guys.
Me and Eric. Right
You
there.
and that guy. So I'm sure that there's been many a wrestling match
Oh yeah.
when push came to shove, literally.
It's tough being a band with my own brothers sometimes. Besides the band thing, we see each other, outside family activities and stuff like that.
For sure.
It works out good.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I know. So what was the key then to recovering from the keyboard calamity? Were you just humming it like?
There was no recovery.
There was no recovery. Yeah.
Kind of close your eyes and shoot.
No ad-libbing. Right. Exactly.
But everyone worked well, and they just continued to play. Either way, our attitude is the show must go on.
Right.
You can't stop, and we have to be able to know how to improvise on stage. And everyone on this stage here is talented enough to keep something going, no matter what's going on.
Well, that's what you got Jay for, to MC. Come on,
Yeah.
gotta
It was my song.
Got to
so.
be the hype man, You got to keep.
He started
it
breakdancing on stage.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We get some isolations going. Little cubism for you.
Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's definitely not room. So
But they can't see it on the radio, so I won't.
that's true. Oh wow, look at him! Look at him go!
Oh, you've seen that?
Crazy legs. He's got crazy legs. But in a good way. But anyhow, before we get out of here today, we are going to hear another track, and I imagine that you guys are going to bring the house down. Everything's going to be good. Thus far, been a pleasure, guys. I got to tell you. Hope that next time we do something, all you folks out there will show up as well. Can we count on you? Spread the word. I see heads nodding. Everyone out there. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and hear that last song. This song's called Bring the Violence by 100
Thanks you guys
Proof.
for having us too. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this last song here is called Bring the Violence.
Commercial. Now that's a word to keep you spending up all your time to help the rich stay rich and the poor still poor. Look around you, son. You gotta get what you can. I thought a nation was one. At least that's what they say. We feed the belly of the beast. Heavy is the head and never trust the police. It's too late now. We got too far to stop. 100 people shut it down. We got too far to drop. Yeah. Yeah, giving it all I gotta get and nothing in return. If you play for matches, you're bound to get burned. Yeah, giving it all I got here, nobody can stop me. Those who get in my way, I guarantee you'll be sorry. Social life, bound by tradition. Confined behind these bars, got me locked in this business. Controlled by the system. Giving them all I got, but I got nothing left to give them. So shut up, you listen. I don't need your permission. I'm entitled to my opinion. It's a battle that we're fighting. Ain't nobody winning.
gotta sing along. He's gonna take it away right now. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring the violence. Bring the violence. You guys know the words? Here we go. Yeah. Bring the violence. Somebody over here? Yeah. Bring the violence. Yeah. Let's get a little louder now, guys. Bring the violence. Bring the violence. Bring the violence. Bring the violence. No matter what we say, they won't get it. No matter what they say, bring out the violence. No matter what they say, they won't get it. No matter what they say, bring out the violence. Bring out the violence. Bring out the violence. Bring out the violence. Bring out the violence.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right. So like I said, I don't know, man, the Beastie Boys thing, I'm feeling it. I think you guys are doing it that way, but, you know, where they may have been lacking, you know, given that they're not really touring these days, no, you guys can fill in the blank for those of us who appreciate that style. So can you guys give them a little love? Give them a little love.
Thank you.
Definitely. Someone loves you. Well, it's good. No, you guys play an awesome set, and you know, I can't wait to get out to the next show and see you guys, you know, full effect. I'm gonna be looking for that breakdancing Jay, so you know, I'll bring the rollout floor and the knee pads, dude. We'll get it going. We'll get it going. But I guess that could have been misconstrued. Well, I can't take it back now. Doo-doo. So anyhow, let's hear a little bit more about how people can find your music if they're interested in hooking up with you guys.
We have several ways you can find us. Strictly100.com. You can find out about our Facebook, our music. That's pretty much Grand Central for 100 Proof. Pictures, the blog, everything that's going on with this upcoming shows. We also have an Android app. It's called 100 Proof Media Player. You can get that. You can get ringtones at 1PROOF. Text that to 69937, and you can get some good ringtones there too.
For sure. So what was the website again?
Strictly100.com.
And do you have all that other information on there as well for folks?
Yes, sir.
Good to go. I'm going to have it today. So beyond that, do you guys have plans, future collaborations, things are in the works? Like you said, you're going to be producing some kind of some EP or something like that soon, but do you have any other collaborative things going on?
Well, besides working on some more songs with Jay coming up here soon, we have another gentleman by the name Lefty. He's another MC, Lefty Two Guns. We're talking with him right now, bringing him on board on a song or two, so we're going to see how that fills out.
He's another great local artist. There's so many good local artists where we're at.
Right.
Because no one wants to take the time to take a look at them, you know what I mean? But everybody pours their heart and soul into what it is we do in this area. You know?
For sure. This guy, Lefty, sounds familiar.
Lefty Two Guns. Yeah, he's out of the Yucaipa area.
Okay, yeah, maybe I have heard of him. This name sounds really familiar too. For sure. Well, again, we appreciate what you guys do. I know that you wanted to give mention to someone that's helped you guys out along the way.
Yeah, we just have a local business in Rellas there, Jaw Inc., Joey's Actionwear. You can check him out. He's been supporting us, handing out flyers for shows, upcoming events, and stuff like that. He's on Orange and Citrus out in downtown Redlands. Always has great deals. But yeah, we've been getting involved in a lot of local businesses, and they've been giving us a lot of support back and stuff like that. So
For sure.
Awesome.
Community, there it is.
Yeah, of course.
Now, the last thing that I really kind of want to is, so the T-shirts you guys have, these shirts are pretty fat. I think I might have to try to leverage one, but where, these are on the website too? Can we pick them up there?
Yeah, you can get a hold of us through our website, through our Facebook, anywhere, and we can make everything happen.
Yeah, we're working on getting them available through the website. That's still in the works, but as for now, some of our shows coming up, we have them with us. We got some shows coming up and stuff like that. So.
Well, no doubt. No doubt. Well, thank you guys once again from the bottom of my heart, you know. Thanks for showing up and for killing it, playing a good show. This has been yet another fantastic installment of Lunchtime Live. Thank you everyone for listening in, tuning in out there radio and TV land. And now I will pass the torch, as it were, to Miss Lacey Kendall.
All right, and thank you everyone for joining us today for yet another edition of Lunchtime Live. This time out, brought to you by Quiznos Subs on University Parkway in San Bernardino. Thanks again to the band, 100 Proof from Redlands, California. And don't forget that Lunchtime Live can be heard live every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Saturday at 12 noon on Coyote Radio from the Coyote Radio website and worldwide on iTunes under College Radio, as well as on this fine television station. Upcoming artists on Lunchtime Live include Exact Opposites. Be listening for that. And remember to support the musical artists in your neighborhood. For the Academic Computing and Media Department at Cal State San Bernardino, as well as the entire staff of Coyote Radio, I'm Lacey Kendall. Have a great week.